Hey guys, it's Nicole, and I've done a lot of space videos. You know I have because I like space. I'm just a space person. Well, I'm not a space person, I'm an Earth person because I live on Earth, I'm a human, but I'm interested in space. I'm interested in astronomy. So lately, within the Thursday, Friday, there was some big solar flares that made coronal mass. There was coronal holes on the sun and some coronal mass ejections, some pretty big coronal mass ejections. Two of them, X-class flares, shot from the sun, and sometimes the coronal holes that the CMEs come out of, coronal mass ejections come out of, are not Earth facing. They're facing other planets or other places in the solar system. But these two particular solar flares, coronal mass ejections, that were X-class flares, which is a very strong CME, two of them in a row, they were Earth directed. So the blasts from the sun, the X-class flares, were heading to Earth. And in the process, they had warned that it could knock out the power grid, it could disrupt GPSs and radio signals, and it can do a lot of stuff. Here's Trixie, she wants to be in it too. And so they're not good. But in this instance, it didn't knock out the grid. If it was much stronger, it could have. But in this instance, it did not. It did cause some aurora borealis though. And so places in the United States and in Canada, I guess, different parts, it was visible, the aurora borealis, and that's the northern lights. But the northern lights is not always visible in those areas. It's mostly in like the Icelandic areas, and so we got a rare show that we don't usually get. I couldn't see it where I am. I'm in Utah, but and it's really well lit where I live. There's like lots of businesses, and the lighting can mess up your view. And the moon was really bright for these days, so people weren't able to see it as well as if it was dark. But it did cause some aurora borealis, so people have taken some pictures I've seen on Twitter and around the web, and it's really, really pretty. But these coronal mass ejections aren't always good when the Earth's directed. Like this time, they warned that it could knock out the grid and all the signals, but it didn't. But it could have. And so, yeah. Are you getting in on my video? Come on.
No.
Yes, come on. You came in
What are
here.
you doing?
I'm making a video. So you come in.
No, it's alright.
You interrupted. Come on.
I'll just say hi.
You interrupted.
Hey. Everyone wants to be in the video.
She already was.
Oh.
She came in here. Anyway, I don't even know where it was. So they can be bad, but they weren't this time. So, I guess the last really big one that hit was in 1989, and back then they didn't have the electrical power grid that we do have today, so it just kind of messed with the telegraph systems and it kind of frazzled that. But now, this day and age where we live in, we rely a lot on technology and on the power grid, and so, and like satellites, TVs, cell phones, everything relies on the grid. So back then it wasn't as essential as it is now, and so yeah, it could be bad, it could damage, it could happen, and if it does, we'll lose a lot of things that we rely on now in this technology day, an age where we use technology all the time. So it could be bad. But anyway, I just had to do a space-related video since there's a space-related topic again. And so yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. And who knows? There might be another coronal mass ejection, and it could be Earth directed, and it could potentially knock out the power grid. So that's kind of scary. But anyway, that's it for this video. I need to make more videos, so I'll try to think of more ideas and try to make them more often. And yeah, I love you all. Bye.